On AI from Harvard Business Review's 10 must-reads. Because of AI, Ant Financial serves 10 times as many customers as the largest US banks, with 1/10 the number of employees. For example, managers aren't needed to approve loans. AI sets the prices on Amazon, recommends songs on Spotify, and matches buyers and sellers on Indigo's marketplace. AI determines what cars Grab, Lyft, and Uber select. AI converts data into predictions, insights, and choices, and automates operations. To succeed with AI, you need a data pipeline, algorithms to produce predictions, an experimentation platform, and infrastructure. The beauty of AI is that it can be scaled up much more rapidly than traditional processes. AI is helping to break down silos that separate industries and departments. With AI, competition is less about specialization and more about universal capabilities in data sourcing, processing, analytics, and algorithm development. The new age is about data, analytics, and algorithms rather than core competencies. AI is particularly effective at personalizing messages. To succeed, you must appreciate the inputs necessary for the prediction process. The training data must be created or procured. Some data is available freely for public use, like weather and map information. Predictions become less reliable if your AI relies solely on the initial training data. You need ongoing feedback loops, but make sure these don't accentuate too much bias. Training data is subject to economies of scale and can form a sustainable competitive advantage. You want fast feedback loops and clear performance measures. You could customize your AI for use with your target user. AI predictions are good for very specific purposes and specific contexts. Ask yourself, what do you want to predict? Consider doing things manually at first so you can get input to help refine and clean the data. Most companies aren't setting themselves up to realize the full potential of AI. That's because they focus on applying it in discrete use cases, which delivers only an incremental change and requires much more effort to scale up. One telecom company reduced the time it took to execute marketing campaigns by 75%. They did this by using AI to address customers' unique needs. They divided the customer teams into 4 sections: 1, prepaid customers; 2, postpaid customers; 3, new customer acquisition; and 4, customer retention. Their missions were to reduce churn or improve cross-selling by 20%. You have to be careful not to ask AI the wrong question. For example, one company figured out which customers were most likely to defect, so they bombarded those people with promotions. But many of those people ended up leaving anyways. So the key question to ask was not who is most likely to leave, but rather who is most likely to stay if we interact with them. These precise questions make huge differences with AI. With gaming, the best question might be how to get users to spend more rather than how to increase engagement, because most gamers don't pay anything. Fewer than 40% of companies that invest in AI see gains from it. This failure is largely due to not asking the right questions. They also don't take the full advantage of AI's ability to make frequent granular decisions. A good example of this is hotels that manually decide on the prices of rooms instead of letting AI take the helm. Another example might be using AI to predict customer lifetime value at the granular level of individual keywords. Another example of asking the wrong question is when a CPG company increased the accuracy of its forecasting system. While the overall system became more accurate, it became less accurate with high-margin products, so profits fell. That was a bad trade-off that happened from not asking the right question. AI helps with segmentation, targeting, and all sorts of use cases, including budget allocation. AI may not always be best with pricing automation. Coca-Cola's vending machines automatically adjusted prices based on the temperature that day, but the public outcry made it a poor decision. Sometimes you get ridiculous prices, like $24 million for a textbook on Amazon. Constant pricing changes might maximize profit in the short term, but alienate customers in the long term and hurt your brand. Since AI may not account for the psychological impact of changes, you should put in price guardrails or limits. Customers might also associate the value of your product with how much it is available rather than how much value it delivers, an association you may not want. Insurance prices based on individual behavior might be something customers actually value. Disney, for example, does a good job adjusting prices to create a steady flow of customers. Productivity gains from automation are often offset by losses in flexibility. That's why robots aren't as common as you might expect. So you need to consider productivity and flexibility. You need to build flexibility into the automation. Automation can come with high switching costs and require a lot of process re-engineering. Training AI with historical data can amplify historical discrimination. Sometimes this stems from undersampling certain subpopulations. AI is great at seeing patterns in vast amounts of data. Etsy, for example, uses AI to recognize people's aesthetic preferences and organize them into 42 different styles. Etsy was able to double their revenue largely by making personalized style recommendations. Extracting contract terms from legal documents is one prime use of AI. This is an application of natural language processing. The single biggest obstacle for most organizations in scaling up AI systems is acquiring, cleaning, and integrating the right data. Smaller companies may need to partner with Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, or Google Cloud. ChatGPT can come with business ideas, create weight loss plans, write books, and come up with specific solutions. Before ChatGPT, AI focused on problems where failure is expensive. Today, it is used in situations where failure is cheap, such as writing marketing copy. AI lets you write more in less time and do editing. It's possible to build each customer their own personalized AI that predicts what they need, responds to them personally, and recalls all their interactions with a company.